Hey Scorpio, welcome to your pop-up love reading. This is going to be a romantic reading where I find out what needs to be prioritized in your romantic situation to find out how to keep you on course and on track for your greater good. In this reading, also look forward to 3 exciting things in which I normally perform during my readings. First, that includes a soundtrack. If you'd like to take advantage of that, it's in the information below. I provided all of those songs. Also, I'm going to charm cast, so you'll get more from that. And at the very end of this reading, look forward to a clear yes or no answer to a question maybe you've been pondering for a while, or a question that comes up during this reading. But Scorpio, this is your time, this is your reading, let's get into it. I believe that time is valuable, and with that being said, I've provided timestamps just below. I am using a full spread for this reading, so it could take a while. Just note, I do channel as I shuffle. So it's up to you to skip that aspect of the reading. Otherwise, let's get into it. Scorpio, this is your time. All right, first, let's start your song track, song list. Soundtrack? Whatever. Let's start it. If anything, I advise you to at least listen to this first song, for it's the main energy of this reading, and it will definitely give you something to do as I shuffle. It will definitely resonate if it's for you. If this reading specifically is for you, you'll get something from this song. All right, your first song is No Way. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. Love Me Like You Do by Ellie Goulding. This song gets me straight to the heart center. You know, some of those songs, they get you. This is one of them. All right, let's find out first what needs to be prioritized for Scorpio, please, in their romantic situation. This song definitely speaks volumes. Nova, are you waking up? Hi. It's because I started talking, huh? This is my soulmate. Her name is Nova. Ask me how I know she's my soulmate. I'll tell you. Something about the touch, obviously. I feel specifically with that message. As soon as you two touch, if it hasn't happened already, but as soon as you two touch, it's all over. It's floods are opened. First card is give your romantic relationship a chance. Trust. Anything else? You've had dreams of touching each other. Just the touch. It's like the touch. Okay, that's it. Touch me like you do. Touch me. All right. Let's get something from the Hidden Truths Oracle. There's something toxic hanging out in your energy. I feel like this is potentially just I can't get to that energy when this song is going. Incoming tea, I guess you'll find out. Incoming tea exposed. Looks like there's a conversation that, yeah, there's that toxic energy. Your love is draining my soul. Ouch. time for change. Time to cook up a new love recipe. Looks like there's some type of domineering energy hanging around you. And I feel this is ultimately answering or prompting change. Something about trusting. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Emotionally unavailable. It's like you couldn't get somewhere emotionally. Communication is needed. Okay. What else? Okay, Spirit, what else for Scorpio? What's going on? Did I just find that card twice? What the frick? Like, whoa. Okay. Let's just... So I'm using this 222 portal, and my clairvoyance is huge. I'm seeing everything before the cards come out. It's like I'm already receiving the answers before they come out. And I can tell you what I just saw from the cards, but I'm going to let them come out. Vulnerability. This energy is swarming this. Okay, do we need a revamp? There's something, okay, I'm keeping intuition, and she verifies it. Thank you, honey. All right, I'm going to pause. I'm going to reshuffle. I'm going to keep the cards that apply, but there's definitely a dark energy, if you want to take a look, that is trying to take over this message to you. So I'm going to fix this. Give me a sec. Hi. So I just kicked that energy's ass out of here. I'm just going to restart because I don't trust anything that came out. Literally, as soon as I hit play, I'm glad I've decided to keep that portion of the reading available for you to see. But there is something that is trying to maintain control of your energy. There's some type of, yeah. So back to life, back to reality. I think I'm even going to skip that song. Dunskies. All right, back to reality. What needs to be prioritized for Scorpio in their romantic situation to keep them on course and on track for their greater good? This is for Scorpio. That card was meant to be here. I questioned putting it back. I'm just like, F it, I'm putting everything back. But so trust, again, it's back. Past life, relationship, release your ex. Anything else? Children. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Through the Flaming Roses, Hidden Truths Oracle. Okay. There's a lot that needs to, like, a lot that needs to be said. I feel like something's, maybe this dark energy has been holding you back, you're not able to speak. I'm having a hard time speaking. We'll get through this. Still holding on. And the still hanging on. You hold the key to my heart. Anxiety and worrisome. I bet. Communication need. I question whether or not that card needed to come out too, so that's there. Okay, anything else? I got a message specifically from your divine masculine, of the divine counterpart in this situation. From the divine masculine, he came out with a really, really, really sharp message to you from him. He said specifically, back off right now. Willing to grow old with you. And then wavy emotions. Okay. All right, anything else? Let's see. No, let's go to the tarot. The heart of the matter, please, for Scorpio. What is this? The Nine of Wands in reverse. Crossing you is the Eight of Fire. That's the Eight of Wands. Wow, you feel like, to the point where there's a setback here. There's definitely a setback. And whatever's crossing you is the setback. It looks like communication, something, a word, some type of seed being planted. It's not being able to happen. Something is holding you back from communication. Moving on to the top of the matter, death. Bottom of the matter is the devil. I could have told you that. What's happened in the recent past? King of Water is in the past in the reverse. Ow. In the future is the Ten of Water. What position? The reverse. Is that real? You can't. Really? What's in the... Okay. Okay. What does Scorpio represent in this reading? The Ace of Earth, the Ace of Earth, and the Five of Fire. You are the one going through a massive... I'm going to be quiet for a second. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head. And then you're walking into the Eight of Earth. You hope and fear the Seven of Fire in reverse. And how your outcome, Scorpio, what's your outcome in this situation? Gemini. The Lovers, what position? Upright. Where did that? Like a raindrop came out of nowhere or what? Weird. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups and the High Priestess. And the Knight of Air. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's all like underneath you. All of these things, all of this, it's like this settled energy is about to explode. You didn't know that this settled what you thought was in the past, what was in the distance, what had settled to be at the bottom. You didn't realize that that was actually a chemical. And as soon as it reaches a certain depth, it's about to explode. I love this energy. Okay, so in your situation, obviously at the very beginning of this, you saw that there was a huge interruption. There is a huge block in your situation. Something energetically is trying to block you, and there is an obsession. There is a point. There is a reason to block you. I feel specifically. Okay, welcome back. Or welcome me back. Sorry, my little one, I could have swore I heard her hollering at me, but she was not. All right, so, well, with that being said, children is extremely important to this situation. Your love life is being affected by children, bottom line. So, in my opinion, that is your foundation. That's bottom line, what needs to be looked at here. Let that be your ground zero, your children and or this person's children. Ultimately, in this situation, it looks like this is sourced from a past life relationship. You have romantic, what does it say? You have known each other before. You've known each other from the past. Specifically from a past life. I don't know if you've known each other from childhood, maybe why this card is coming out. So that's possible in this lineup here, how it's working out. But ultimately, there's something from your heart. Ultimately, you feel vulnerable, that you feel a certain way about someone. But your heart is speaking louder than anything right now. Your heart is saying that your heart has thrown up a red flag. That's the first message that I received in this reading. Ultimately, whatever this is coming from, whatever this anger, this is coming from, whatever is causing this worry, anxiety, it feels like you're just coasting, like your soul can't apply to anything. I don't know where, but ultimately in this, your heart is kind of red flagging these anger issues, these wavy emotions. It's making you worrisome, and there's anxiety here for a reason. There's something about your current situation that your heart is kind of stepping up and saying, listen. Ultimately, it looks like your heart, you are still holding on to something. You're holding on to feelings. It looks like from the past, with this King of Water in the reverse, that you've had a hard time getting any emotional stability from your situation. Whoa. God, my phone needs to stop doing that. All right, I just saw the clock at 3:13. The 13 is significant. I hope you're being patient with me, because this blocked energy, there's so much about, anytime I start flowing, there's an interruption. You've seen it 3 times now. The first was the whoever this person is that's trying to interject and keep you from your happiness. And then the kid, and now with my other car connecting to the Bluetooth. It's just, okay. I'm just gonna, okay, so red flag heard. Your heart is speaking in this reading. Your heart is coming out to say something. We have established that children are extremely important to this situation. You have a connection that comes from a past life connection, relationship, or someone from your childhood. it is extremely important for you to trust your heart, to trust your instinct. This situation is calling for you to have faith and to follow your heart. Release your ex, specifically the time has come to clear your energy. So if there's anything that is clinging onto you from the past, it's time to let this go. I feel ultimately this is what's causing your wavy emotions, your instability, and this is the past. This is the past. What needs to be focused on, what needs to be prioritized is, again, the children, and looking towards whatever it is that you have. It looks like you have the key to something that's locked up. You have the answer to the situation, and this is balance ultimately, with your outcome being the Lovers. But let's go back. The heart of the matter here is the Nine of Fire in reverse. It looks like you have realized that your situation has put too much on you, to the point where you can't thrive. You're understanding that you're buried in your current situation. And the reference that was given to me is, if you're in a forest and you have too many dead leaves and too much rubble, too much dead things that have fallen, to ultimately in the top lands recreating, but all of this dead stuff at the bottom is forcing you not to grow. It's keeping your energy down. You can't see the light, you can't breathe fresh air, you can't look to find inspiration, and yeah, you can't even reach to get out of this situation, ultimately making you unbalanced. You're looking for a sign. This is something that's happening currently. Your energy is working on creating signs, listening to the signs, listening to the synchronicities, following your intuition, following your light, following your higher self. But what's crossing you is the Eight of Fire. It looks like there's an idea that needs to be planted. There's something fast. There's so much passion in this idea. I feel specifically in this energy, it's like that anxiety when you think of the best idea you've ever had and you spring out of bed and you're just like, and you can't go back to sleep. You're like, I have to do something with this. That's the energy that's crossing you, is the need to do something with this. There's communication that needs to be made. There's things that need to be organized. There's movements that need to be made. But planning, getting this communication, getting this movement out there is what's important. Ultimately, the top of the matter is the Death, and this is ultimately ending something in order to rebirth the situation. But let's take a look at what's on bottom of your situation first. That's the Devil. In this, you have found, or have tried to attempt, have had this false sense of security. You have been chained to something that made you feel balanced, or the need to feel balanced, and you wanted to find balance from this. You have been, and or your situation, I don't want to say specifically you, but in this situation, there is a high that you've been chasing for a very long time. It's like whatever started, it's like you smelt a whiff of something and you were just like, that's it. And you completely fell to your knees and just came, I just heard victim, but I don't want to say that word. But ultimately, in this, you've been chasing that high, that first scent that you got, and you have never been able to recover this. And this is what is, I guess, one of the greatest explanations of addiction. You are always chasing the high. You found something really tantalizing that all of your senses just clung onto, and you want more and more and more of it. But what time is giving you is understanding that this is actually chaining you to the addiction, that you will never find that first high again. And recovery is what's required next. On the top of the matter, and that's the answer, is Death. Letting whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever is clinging to you, whatever is whispering in your ear, whatever is creeping in from the past, reminding you of sweet nothings. It's ultimately, all of this is telling you the dust has settled and everything is revealing itself because it's over. When this over energy is recognized and that needs to be prioritized, you can actually recover from this. You can rebirth yourself into a new opportunity, start moving towards a happier self, a happier situation. This willing to grow old with you energy, who it is that you actually want to land with, who it is that you want to trust, who it is that you want to be solid in, no longer anger, wavy, unstable, anxiety. You want to get away from this. You're moving towards the romance, the heart, the passion, the feelings, the beating, this. I think I got my point across. All right, what you represent in this reading is the Ace of Earth, is the seed. You are the seed, and that with this 8, that's what I'm talking about. Instead of sitting by yourself, picturing everything that you want and getting off on that, you can actually be the seed and take a solid look into somebody's eyes and start something real. You don't have to close your eyes anymore. I'm going to block this image. But literally, you don't have to close your eyes anymore to create this. You can look into this eye, look into the eye of this new opportunity and overcome this. And that's the point. That's what you represent in this reading. And I'm going to cover some bits, but literally this card represents anger, fighting, friction, turmoil, trying to overcome, trying to be the loudest, trying to be the one heard. What for? That's the question. What is that for? The point is to release this energy. It's time. The time has come to clear this energy. That's what you represent. You are the opportunity. You are what can clear the air. This song, I haven't heard it since I was like 12. Oh my God. You guys, this is like, you really feel the feels for whoever this is from your past. Like really, really feel the feels. Like it answers all of your fantasies from youth, even with this song. Yeah. All right, moving on. What you are walking into soon is the 8 of Earth. Finally. Recognizing that the juice is worth the squeeze. It's like you've been staring at this ripe orange for a really long time, and this orange can't get any better at this point. And you're literally, if I were to squeeze that orange, would it be worth it? I'm telling you, yes. At this point, what you're walking into is infinity, is actually getting what you deserve if the work is put into it. That's with 8. You have to put something into it, and that's what you represent in this reading, is the 8, is planting this seed, making movements towards this, opening your eyes to this opportunity, and actually planting this seed. This is you. And then what you hope and fear is the 7 in reverse of wands. You have so much fear that you're going to be in survival mode, that you're going to be taken from, that you're never going to recover, that you're always going to be just this victim to your situation, victim to your surroundings, victim to this person. That's what you fear. But luckily, there's something about you and your ambition and what you want from life and the opportunity that you see that won't let this happen. Nothing can take from you. You can actually look towards growing, looking towards infinity, working on your happily ever after. And this is the opportunity. You can take what you have now, and run. That's important, to stand up for yourself in this, because nobody is out for specifically everybody is out for themselves in this situation. And it's really important for you to realize that, and in that, do the same thing. Take what you can from this situation and get the freak out of here. And then moving on to your future is the Lovers. balance. With the 6 comes equal give and take. It comes fair energy. It comes attraction. It comes fire. It comes passion. There's so much about this touch. I'm feeling like physically, you can't even apply the amount of passion you have until you integrate with this other person, this other energy. As soon as that you two meet, then there will be an outlet. There is no other outlet that can be provided until you two meet. You can try to find an outlet by yourself, but it's just like this boiling, crackling firecracker that has no correct outlet. And then you require this person. What a weird message in the way I translated that. But ultimately, yes, that's what it is. It's just as soon as it's going to be, but yes, communication is needed. You are this new beginning. You need to look at this opportunity, this ace, this brand new opportunity as something that you need to look into, get into it, put into it. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck is the 9 of water, finding your true happiness. Like literally in all of your glory. Look at her, she's so happy. Stepping into your, like literally shining your cheeks from grinning from ear to ear, pure happiness. That's the bottom of the deck. That's underlying. This is your bottom line energy. That's what's most important to you, is finding your happiness. And yes, you will be able to find your happiness. Just follow the High Priestess. She knows that her work, her energy, it's all for something, and she will find her reckoning someday. And that's what's coming. This is very fast energy when it comes to the High Priestess. She's moving forward. She's moving towards working for something and going for something, and she's following her mind's eye the whole entire time. It's like all of her reality doesn't apply to what she's working towards. All she has to do is close her eyes and work towards what it is that she wants, and that's what this card is representing. This is the energy that's crossing you. You want to open your eyes to this now. You're ready. Unfortunately, the High Priestess in this card, she can never open her eyes because she's promised herself to celibacy. But you can. That's cool. You can open your eyes and stop fantasizing. And then the Knight of Air. The Knight of Air is romantic movement. There is so much. There's an idea. There is communication. There is movement, fast, passionate movement, and that is bottom line energy. You can't talk anybody out of that. That is bottom line energy. And then, yeah, that's it. Bottom, yeah. Okay, let's move next to the charms. Thank you so much for liking this video. I apologize for all the interruptions. I hope this, when I hit play and watch it back, it goes smooth, because I'm going to post it anyways. I am determined to overcome whatever this dark energy that's hanging around, trying to maintain control of you. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, Scorpio, what else? Only a little. The King of Wands, step into your confidence. You're having a hard time believing in yourself, and that's why he came out in the reverse. There's something about believing in yourself and making movements towards what it is that you believe in, following your magic, what it is that you want to create, your ideas, what it is that you want to manifest, what it is that you want to build off. That's the most important. And that is the initial S. And then the 3 of Cups. This is celebration. This is integration. This is taking a look back at your experience and understanding that you can finally kind of reflect on it and celebrate in every movement that you've made and be proud of what you've done. And it looks like there's a lot of help from friends right now. There's a couple people that you really can depend on in this situation. Definitely there are some that you can't, but there are definitely some that you can rely on. And I think you know who these people are, but ultimately in this, you can know eventually you'll walk away from this and be able to celebrate with these people and kind of look back at this moment and say, with your help, I got through this, and I thank you for this. And cheers to that. Integration. S and A, extremely important to this situation. I'm going to see if there's just a little more. There's only, I usually get a lot more. Too many. 10 of Cups. Yes, your happiness. This is it. That's what I'm talking about. Queen of Swords. Definitely avoid anything there. That's that gloomy energy that I was talking about. There's this really bitter, icky, no compassion. I would call this person a bitch for sure. Definitely not a good person to deal with. Really icky person or energy. But ultimately in this, you're seeing this. You're seeing this. And then believing in romance, and then the Magician. It looks like it's important for you to actually apply your lessons towards growth. You know something about this. You know a lot about what's going on, and it's really important for you to apply what you know to this situation and start making magic, taking opportunities, moving forward, manifesting what it is that you want, and energetically moving towards getting out of this dark energy and moving towards happiness. Happiness, happiness, bottom line. That's what I'm going to call your reading, moving towards happiness. All right, let's next move to yes or no. If you haven't yet thought of that question, the time is now. So with me finally growing with the YouTube world, I would love to get to know my new followers, my new subscribers. If you guys feel like commenting, I will definitely I definitely look forward to getting to know anybody that's willing to connect with me. I'd love to get to know who you guys are and that stuff. These cards are being silly. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start over. I have big hands. Yes or no, Scorpio, the time is now. Please understand, as an intuitive reader, I pick up on energy, and energy is constantly moving and changing, and so can this answer. So don't live on it like it's life or death. My answer is no. There's moving towards happiness is my advice on that one. All right. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for being a part of this reading, and I definitely look forward to seeing you in the future. If you subscribe, I will definitely do that. Bye.